Let's now try to create a synthetic bells patch. I'll load the default preset. We will make use of the FM mode on oscillator 1 for this. Now pushing up this FM amount doesn't seem to do anything. And that's because we have not enabled the modulator. Oscillator 1 is a carrier and oscillator 2 is a modulator. So let's enable oscillator 2. I'll set it to a sine wave as well. Now when I change the pitch of the modulator, you will notice its effect on the carrier. This acts as the FM amount. I'll set the modulator carrier to have an inharmonic ratio, so we get a dissonant sound. I think 23 works well. That would be one step below 2 octaves. Let's shape the amp envelope so it's closer to a bell sound. I'll push up the release and get rid of the sustain completely. Decay can be much longer. Now that sounds more close to a bell. We can bring back some of the fundamental via this sine level. Now for the filter, I'm going to switch over to parallel mode, so both filters are being fed by the oscillators at the same time. We're listening to filter 2 only right now. I'm going for a dark sound for this filter. Almost sounds like a gamelan instrument. Now with the blend, we can also bring in filter 1, which I'll also keep relatively dark, but modulate the cutoff with an envelope. So choose cutoff 1 here. And let's use envelope 2 as the source. And this can be controlled via velocity. So at the lowest velocity we get no modulation, and at the highest we get about that much. The envelope should have no sustain, and about a second for the decay, maybe half a second for the release. Let's also push up the velocity control for both envelopes, so we have a sound that responds to velocity quite well. The cutoff modulation is creating the attack in the sound, as you can hear. Maybe a little less resonance. Yes, that sounds pretty good. We could widen the sound a bit by enabling unison and adding some analog detuning, as we've done in multiple videos before. I'll push up the voices on this. Since we have a long release, the voices will get used up a lot more. Cool, so that's our FM bell preset.